So far we have finished with the types of measurement and types of variables that we are generally use for the measurement of a given variables. Okay, then there we have seen the certain errors that we come across when we use the repeated measurements. Okay, and for repeated measurements I am talking about the various errors. So what are the various errors? So the errors might be instrumental, calibration, or the user type of error. So these errors will come, and these are inherent errors. Certain inherent errors are there. So this error ultimately leads to the change in the result of a given experiment, okay? Overall result of a given experiment. So how we can say that the given results are uh, acceptable or not? Okay, so for that purpose we will be having two important terms that we repeatedly use for the all the type of experiment. That is, one is the accuracy and the another one is the precision. Okay, so one is the accuracy and another one is the precision. So in this diagram you can clearly see the what is the meaning of precision and what is the meaning of accuracy. Okay, so precision means what? So suppose I am firing the bullet, okay, from a certain distance. So what I have got is the this much round. Okay, so I have fired the bullets, then output is that I have got all the bullets near to this okay, near to this point. Okay, all the bullets near to the this point. So I can say that my results are quite precise. Okay, my results are quite precise, but my expectation is what? I should hit the bullseye. Okay, bullseye, but I cannot hit there. But once I have hit it on the certain area, so I kept on hitting the same area, so my results or my firing is quite precise. And if suppose some another student is there, or some uh, okay, another person is there, so that person has fired the bullets in this manner. Okay, so here you can see that the bullets are quite spread. Okay, so bullets are quite spread. And how will you know this precision of that value? So for in order to finding out the precision, we need to take the or measure the distance between the extreme two bullets. Okay, extreme two bullets. So this much spread range is there for the this much spread precision is there for the second say second student. But for the first student, he has like precisely fired the bullet. So out of that two student, which one will be like shows the which student is showing the um, okay, good output? So for this purpose we need to consider the certain parameters. Okay, certain parameters we need to consider in order to judge the these two results. Okay, so in first result we can see that this result is quite precise, and in the second result we can say that these results are very close to the accurate value or the true value. So for the long term measurements of the given that results, the precise results will have the closeness to among each other, and the accurate results are having closeness to the true value or the accurate value. Okay, so any experiment which will gives you the both precision and accuracy is acceptable. Okay, the any experiment which will gives you the both precision as well as accuracy is the acceptable experiment. Okay, so either if we getting only precision or either accuracy, it is not important. But if we get the both the things, that is precision as well as accuracy, then only we can say that the given experiment has been performed properly. Okay, so how will you differentiate that accuracy and precision? So accuracy is nothing but what? Accuracy will gives you the idea about how close the measured values are agreed with the true values. Okay, measured values are agreed with the true values means suppose I am doing the volumetric titration and my expected results are, say suppose 10.0 ml, okay, or 10.0 centimeter cube. So my expected results are 10.0 and I am getting results is suppose 11.0 and 12.0 and 9.5, okay, and 10.3. So out of these 3 or 4 results, I can say this 10.3 is my most accurate result, okay, most accurate result, because which is near to the 10.3, okay, 10.3. And next is the precision. So how will you differentiate that accuracy and precision? Suppose again my experiment is having the same type of output, that is 10.0 centimeters cube is the expected reading for the volumetric titration, and I am getting the readings as say 10.2, 10.2 and again 10.3. So I can say that this 10.2 is my most precise result, okay, most precise result. So the good measuring devices which will gives you both accurate and precise result, okay, accurate and precise result. So in this diagram we can see the clear differentiation between precision and the accuracy, okay. So in order to get the precise and accurate result, we have to use the proper experimental procedure, and we need to eliminate the that personal error or the user error and the calibration error. So that instrumental error will remain, that can be eliminated by using like standard condition for the calibration, and if we can do the proper calibration, then the result obtained are also accurate, okay. So that is the precision and accuracy. Next important thing is the how we can round up the values, okay, round up the values. So first of all we need to understand why do we need to understand the rounding of the given values, okay. So generally the value should be present within the certain significant digits, okay. Say suppose like in previous lecture we have taken the units, or the one example for the measuring the length of a leaf, which is say comes out around 7.16, okay, 7.16 centimeter. So this much length is we have approximately predicted. So on the that measuring scale, on the measuring scale, like